Yes, and this is something I've been talking about all week. It's already cold there. It's typical for the time of year. Temperatures about 2 or 3 degrees by day, -2 or 3 by night. But a big cold plunge is coming through eastern areas of Europe. It's coming from Russia through Ukraine, heading its way south. Temperatures, these are daytime temperatures, will struggle to rise above freezing. And when you add in the wind chill, it will feel like -15 to -20. And on top of that, there will be some snowfall. So the humanitarian crisis there and the reports of people freezing as they are making their way to these borders is only set to get worse as we head through the coming days. Now, the weather is blocked. There's high pressure in between us and them, and over there they have this cold plunge, and for us we have weather fronts battling in from the west, and it will bring some rain as we head through the day after what is a largely fine, dry start for many of us. And just like the last few days, when we have that sunshine, it'll feel very nice indeed. But first thing, clear skies, a cold, frosty start, particularly for central and eastern areas. And the lion's share of England sticks with some decent spells of sunshine through the day. But from the west, a weather front brings rain through western Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales and the far southwest. But with a southerly feed of air, our temperatures today 14, maybe 15 degrees. Through this evening and overnight tonight, that weather front slowly journeys its way eastwards, introducing more cloud and rain. And again, whether you have the clear or cloudy, depends whether you have a mild or a cold night ahead. Good morning to you. Weather fronts queuing up in the Atlantic to bring some rain as we head through the next few days. This one moves in through tonight into tomorrow, then weakening as it does so, as it bumps into that high pressure that's acting like a force field, trying to keep the weather fronts at bay. And another one makes progress later on this week. But this is how things are looking for today. Fine and dry through eastern areas, excuse me, largely wet through the west where it turns windier. But it will be mild thanks to southerly winds today, especially where you have the sunshine like we have over the last few days. This morning, a lot of low cloud, misty, murky conditions greeting many of us. First thing, sorry, excuse me. And as we head through the day, that low cloud will lift and break, revealing much more sunshine as we head through the afternoon. So from the west, it turns wetter and windier, initially Northern Ireland, then through western Scotland, and then Wales and the southwest. So temperature-wise today, look at these temperatures. 13, 14 degrees, maybe 15. That is way above average for the time of year, but a little cooler under these cloudy, wetter skies further west. And it's this wet weather that dominates as we head through the coming days. So let's take a look at our 7-day outlook. So for Scotland, Northern Ireland and for northern areas of England, first of all, looking at our temperatures. With regards to our average, it sits around 8. It turns milder as we head through the next few days, both by day and by night. But if we look at our weather symbols, we can see a lot of cloud in the forecast, particularly through the next few days. Today looks wet and windy. Tomorrow, that bit drier and brighter. More wet weather as we head towards the end of the week. But high pressure dominates into next week, and it's then that things turn drier and also sunnier. Looking at our fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Well, again, temperature-wise, we still stay mild, particularly through the next few days. Overnight, we see more cloud, and that means we avoid the frosty weather that some of us have had lately. But looking at our percentage chance of rainfall, a roller coaster ride through the next few days, largely dry today and tomorrow, turning much wetter for Friday and the weekend. Not welcome news here, but into next week, high pressure, things turn drier, but brighter and sunnier. Good morning to you. A mild day ahead for many of us, and there'll be some sunshine on offer, but mostly through eastern areas. It's a west-east divide today. Eastern areas, plenty of sunshine. Western areas, turning wet and windy. First thing this morning, it's relatively mild, thanks to cloudy skies first thing. So overcast, a little bit grey, but very quickly that cloud will lift. So not as cold this morning as it has been over the last few. So through the day today, sunny spells for much of England, particularly through eastern areas. From the west, it turns increasingly wet and windy. Cool here, but a mild 14 in the east. Good morning to you. Cloudy skies greet many of us this morning, and that means it's a much milder start than it's been over the last few days. Sunshine returns, but then turning wetter and windier from the west. So overcast initially, largely frost-free by now. And as we head through the day, the low cloud will lift and break. So for much of England, a beautiful day, plenty of sunshine. And like the last few, out of the breeze in the sunshine, feeling very nice indeed. Highs of 14 or 15, but through the west, 6 or 7, much cooler, cloudier, wetter and windier as we head through the day. Good morning. Well, it's a cloudy, pretty mild start to the day, and it stays mild throughout. Eastern areas, the best of any sunshine, but turning wet from the west. So first thing, if it's grey where you are, that cloud will lift and break, and then more sunshine as we head through the afternoon, particularly for East Wales and much of England. And like the last few days, in the sunshine out of the wind, today's 14 or 15 will feel very nice indeed. But clouding over, cooler from the west with outbreaks of rain, heavy at times, and turning windy as we head through the day too.